The people around you have opinions about your money. Your family thinks you should be spending more, living more, enjoying life now instead of saving for some future that might never arrive. Your friends think your frugality is boring, that you are missing out, that you are taking life too seriously. Social media tells you 12 times a day that you deserve to treat yourself, that the economy is broken anyway, that the system is rigged, so why bother trying to beat it? And underneath all of that noise, there's a version of your life that none of those people are telling you about. The version where you ignored all of them, where you made the uncomfortable decisions, built the habits nobody around you was building, and quietly, consistently, without drama or announcement, constructed a financial life so different from theirs that 5 years from now they will not understand how you got there. That version of your life is what this video is about. Stay with me until the end, because the final point is the one that most personal finance content never touches: the social cost of building wealth, and exactly how to navigate it without losing the people who matter. That is coming at the end. Do not go anywhere. Let's get into it. Year 1, the year nobody believes you. The first year of building wealth seriously looks almost identical from the outside to the year before it. You are not driving a different car. You are not living in a different apartment. You do not look wealthier because you are not wealthier yet. The changes are happening underneath the surface, in habits and accounts and decisions that are completely invisible to everyone around you. You have set up an automatic transfer that moves 20% of every paycheck into a high-yield savings account and an index fund before you can see it or touch it. You have canceled the subscriptions you are not using. You have stopped going to restaurants 3 times a week and started cooking 4 nights out of 7. You have had a conversation with yourself about the difference between the life you were performing for other people and the life you actually want. None of this is dramatic. None of it shows. And the people around you will spend year 1 trying to pull you back into the old patterns because your new behavior is an implicit challenge to theirs. When you stop going out every weekend, they ask if you are okay. When you decline to split the bill on a holiday you cannot afford, they call you cheap. When you talk about investing, they change the subject. This is normal. This is a tax on the first year. Pay it quietly. Keep going. Year 2, the year the gap starts opening. Something starts to shift in year 2. Not dramatically, not visibly, but internally, something has changed that cannot be unchanged. Your emergency fund is fully funded. 3 to 6 months of living expenses sitting in an account earning competitive interest, doing nothing except making you unbreakable. The anxiety that used to accompany unexpected bills, a car repair, a medical cost, a broken appliance, has been replaced by something that feels almost foreign at first. It feels like calm. Your investment account has been running on automatic for 12 months. The market has gone up and down in that time, and you have not touched it, not looked at it more than once a month. And the balance at the end of year 2 is higher than the sum of everything you put in, because compounding has begun its slow, patient, extraordinary work. You have also started to see your income differently, not as something to be fully spent each month, but as a tool, something to be allocated deliberately, with a destination for every dollar before it arrives. The people around you are still spending everything they earn. Some of them are spending more than they earn. The gap between your trajectory and theirs is not yet visible in lifestyle. It is only visible in numbers. But the numbers do not lie. Year 3, the year things get real. By year 3, the difference is no longer abstract. Your net worth, the sum of everything you own minus everything you owe, has crossed a threshold that would have seemed impossible to you 3 years ago. Not because you earned dramatically more money, because you stopped losing money to lifestyle inflation, eliminated your high-interest debt, and let compounding do what compounding does when you give it time and stop interrupting it. You have also, by year 3, likely increased your income, not because a windfall arrived, but because the same discipline that you applied to your spending you eventually applied to your professional development. You asked for the raise. You built the skill. You took the side project seriously. You stopped waiting for someone to recognize your value and started creating situations where your value was undeniable. The people around you are beginning to notice something, but they cannot quite name it. You seem less stressed. You make decisions more quickly. You are not anxious about the things that used to make you anxious. The financial foundation you have been building for 3 years has produced something that money cannot directly buy, but that money absolutely enables. freedom from the constant low-level financial fear that most people carry every single day. Year 5, the year your life looks different. 5 years and the difference is visible, not because you're flashing money. You have never been less interested in that, but because your choices have expanded in ways that were simply not available to you before. You can take the unpaid leave to travel for a month without catastrophe. You can leave the job that was making you miserable because you have a runway. You can fund the business idea you have been sitting on for years. You can help your family in a genuine material way rather than offering sympathy from an empty account. The people who told you to live for today are still living for today. Some of them are in the same financial position they were 5 years ago. The same debts, the same anxiety, the same feeling that the paycheck is never quite enough. A few of them are worse off. None of this makes you better than them, but it makes your life genuinely different from theirs. And that difference is exactly what you built in silence while they were offering their opinions. The thing nobody tells you, the social cost. Here is the point I promised you at the start. The one most personal finance content skips because it is uncomfortable. Building wealth while the people around you are not as lonely in ways that compound interest cannot fix. You will feel the distance opening between your financial reality and theirs. Conversations about money will become awkward because your perspective has changed and theirs has not. Some friendships will quietly dissolve because the choices you make every day are visible reminder choices they are not making, and that reminder is not always welcome. This is real. It is worth naming honestly rather than pretending it does not happen. The way through it is not to hide what you are building or to apologize for it. It is to find the people, and they exist, they are everywhere, who are building the same things, who understand why you make the choices you make, who are not threatened by your progress because they are too busy making their own. Your financial life is not built in isolation from your human life. The community you build around your goals matters as much as the habits you build to achieve them. Ignore the noise. Find your people. Build the thing. In 2026, the tools, the information, and the access required to build real wealth from an ordinary income have never been more available to more people. The only thing standing between the life you have now and the life that is possible is a decision to stop listening to everyone who has never built it, and to start. If this video found the right person today, subscribe, share it with someone who needs it. I will see you in the next one.